And Andrew, King, Dr. Derek, welcome to this amazing webinar.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. First Lady Queen Dr. Benny, you're going to have to do that again. Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all our global kings and queens in the house. And those that are on the YouTube channel, we welcome you, we welcome you, we welcome you. We thank you for joining us. We thank you very much for joining us. And we know that today, again, on Deep Dive, Globally Changing Life, we are going to have an awesome, wonderful Catawampus time. And we have some good lineup here of presentation that will blow your mind. And so to kick off things, we're going to start with a little welcome, a nice welcome that what First Lady Queen Dr. Benny was doing. So over to you, Queen First Lady Dr. Benny.
Our amazing webinar this evening, morning, or afternoon. Now, it all depends upon your location. Thank you all for coming. There is no one like our Heavenly Father for bringing each and everyone this evening. Welcome again to our deep dive. Okay.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. Really appreciate, really appreciate. And you know, we're going to start with our theme song from our wonderful Queen Lerato Shadare. International singing, recording artist. And you know, that is in it to win it because anything you are doing, you have to be in it to win it. Whatever you are doing, you have to be in it to win it. And so, without any further say or do, we are going to now play In It to Win It by Queen Lerato Shadari.
Your next stop is on passive.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Lerato Shadare. And moving right along, the first presentation that we are going to have, of course, is the mindset. The mindset is very important. As we know, the mindset deals with two aspects, the physical and the mental. And, everything is really 20% physical and 80% mental. Because when the physical go through the door, if you don't have the mental capacity, you are going to go through the door. And that's why a lot of people commit suicide, because they don't have the proper mental faculties in order to really help them with their mindset. And so, mindset is very deep and very dear to my heart. And so, none other than our own Queen Jacqueline Warner is going to give us the mindset in reference to our health. Because if you don't have good health, hey, listen, you're not going to have proper wealth. So the first place it starts from is the mindset. And so thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Let us warm welcome to Queen Jacqueline Warner, and she's a grandmother. I don't know how, this young lady, a grandmother of 9 pickaninnies. Oh my goodness, that is just phenomenal. And so thank you very much for gracing us. She's an entrepreneur, of course, and she's an international speaker and a show host, co-show host, of her own show. And so please help me welcome Queen Jacqueline Warner. Over to you, Queen.
Good evening to everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. It's such an amazing platform where we dive deep into the mindset. Thank you so much, King Dr. Derek, for allowing us to speak on our platform. And thank you to all the brand slash affiliates. We thank you for showing up. I thank you for your support and your love throughout these years, I will say. And we want to give thanks to Ash Mafara for bringing us along with him on this lovely journey on passive. And of course, most of all, our Heavenly Father, like Queen Dr. Benny always say, let's give him all the praise, give him all the grace, all the honor, because he deserved it all for bringing us all together. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So thanks so much for that introduction. And yes, tonight the topic is about what we should know about high cholesterol. So today I will be sharing with you the types of cholesterol, the cause, the risk factors, the health risk symptoms and so forth, preventions and management, and what we can do. Dietary changes, exercise, weight management, and other things that can help in maintaining a normal cholesterol level. Now, it's a known fact that many of us has or have experienced high cholesterol levels at some time throughout our lives. And the majority of the time, we are given a brief explanation or may be asked about our diet before cholesterol medication is prescribed. So by the end of this presentation, you will know what high cholesterol, how it affects our well-being, and what we can do to keep it in check. So, of course, high cholesterol or hypocholesterolemia is a condition where there is an excess of cholesterol in the blood. It's actually known as a blood protein. Cholesterol is a fatty substance essential for building cells, but too much of it can lead to serious health problems. And here's what we should know. Types of cholesterol. LDL, that's the low density lipoprotein, often referred to as the bad cholesterol. The LDL can build up on the walls of the blood vessels, forming plaque that narrows and blocks the arteries, leading to heart disease and stroke. And before it even get to the heart disease and stroke, it also causes hypertension because the force of the blood or the pressure of the blood going through that, it got to work so hard to push those through those narrow and vessels or arteries. And then the next one is HDL, which is the high density lipoprotein known as the good cholesterol. Now, the HDL helps remove the LDL cholesterol from the bloodstream by carrying it back to the liver for processing and removal. And the triglycerides is a type of fat in the blood that when elevated can also increase the risk of heart disease. Now we're going to go on to the causes of high cholesterol. Your diet, eating foods high in saturated fats, trans fat, and cholesterol, for example, red meat, full fat dairy, processed foods can raise our cholesterol levels. So it's good to read your labels when purchasing your products. Genetics. Some people inherit genes that cause high cholesterol, making it harder for the body to remove the LDL from the bloodstream. Obesity, being overweight or obese can lead to higher levels of LDL cholesterol and lower levels of the HDL cholesterol. Lack of physical activity, no exercise, no walking, just sitting on the couch or just too tired, overwork. Exercise can help increase the HDL cholesterol and lower the LDL cholesterol and the triglycerides. Other heart conditions like diabetes, hypothyroidism, and kidney disease can contribute to high cholesterol. The risk factors, age, of course. Cholesterol levels tend to rise as people get older. Next one is family history. A family history of high cholesterol or heart disease can increase your risk. Smoking damage your blood vessels, leading to lower HDL cholesterol and higher LDL cholesterol. Alcohol, of course, excessive alcohol. Not saying you can't drink, but it's saying excessively, just like our Heavenly Father said, too much of anything is bad for us. So excessive alcohol consumption can raise your cholesterol levels and contribute to other health problems. And the health risks of high cholesterol, heart disease. Number one, high cholesterol can lead to the buildup of the plaque in the arteries, which is atherosclerosis. That means narrowing them and increasing the risk of heart attack, angina, which is chest pain, and heart failure. Stroke. Plaque can also block the arteries that supply the blood to the brain, leading to a stroke. Peripheral artery disease is poor circulation due to the plaque buildup, can cause pain, numbness, or infection in the legs. Symptoms of the high cholesterol. Even though cholesterol actually don't show any symptoms directly or outwardly, it do have it is associated with arteriosclerosis and also hypertension. So high cholesterol typically has no symptoms. Many people don't know they have it unless they get tested through a blood test or lipid panel. And if left untreated, it can lead to heart disease, which may show symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, or heart palpitations. Number six is the prevention and management. A healthy diet. Focus on a diet high in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats like those from olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish. Exercise. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days of the week to help increase the HDL and lower the LDL and the triglycerides. Weight management. Losing excess weight can help improve cholesterol levels. So watch our weight. Medication, the statins, the bile acid resins, and other cholesterol lowering medication can help manage high cholesterol if lifestyle changes alone aren't enough. So sometimes we might make changes in our diet or whatever, and it's not working. So that's when medication will come in handy because we know the side effects and we know what it leads to. So regular checkups, blood tests can help monitor cholesterol levels and assess the risk of heart disease. So go and always get your annual checkup every year. What can we do? Now we could get tested. Regular cholesterol screening are important, especially if you have family history of high cholesterol or heart disease. Stop smoking. Quitting smoking improves the HDL cholesterol levels and overall heart health. Limit your alcohol use. Drink alcohol in moderation, as excessive drinking can elevate cholesterol levels. So maintaining a healthy cholesterol level through diet, exercise, and if needed, medication is essential for reducing the risk of heart disease and stroke. So always consult with a healthcare provider for your personalized advice and treatment. Now, a holistic approach to managing high cholesterol focus on lifestyle changes that incorporate diet, exercise, stress management, and other healthy habits. The goal is to address the root causes of high cholesterol and improve the overall well being. And here is a comprehensive breakdown. Dietary changes, increase fiber intake. Foods high in soluble fiber can help lower your LDL cholesterol by binding the cholesterol and removing it from the body. Good sources include oats, barley, beans, lentils, fruits, and vegetables. Healthy fats. Choose unsaturated fats, which help lower the bad cholesterol. Examples are olive oil, avocado, and nuts, almonds, and walnuts. These fats can even increase the HDL cholesterol, which helps clear the LDL from the bloodstream. Omega 3s, fatty acids. These healthy fats found in fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, and sardines and flax seeds have been shown to reduce triglyceride levels and inflammation in the body. So reduce saturated and trans fats also. Avoid foods high in saturated fats, such as red meat, full fat dairy products, fried foods, trans fats found in many processed foods should also be avoided. Plant-based foods, focus on plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes and nuts. These foods provide essential nutrients while being low in unhealthy fats. And limit refined carbs and sugar. Processed foods, sugary snacks, and white bread can spike blood sugar levels, negatively impacting cholesterol and overall our heart health. Herbs and spices, garlic, turmeric, and ginger have properties that may support cholesterol management and heart health. For example, garlic has been shown to have a modest effect on lowering cholesterol. Number two, exercise and physical activity, aerobic exercise. Regular physical activity, especially aerobic exercise like walking, running, swimming, or cycling, can help raise the HDL cholesterol while lowering the LDL cholesterol and triglycerides. Strength training, incorporating strength training exercises a couple of times a week can also help improve cholesterol levels and boost your metabolism. And consistency, aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week to experience significant benefits. Weight management, of course, we talk about losing excess weight, even modest weight, like 5 to 10% of body weight, can improve cholesterol levels, lower LDL cholesterol, and raise the HDL cholesterol. Healthy lifestyle, in addition to exercise, focus on mindful eating and portion control, and avoid crash diets and focus on sustainable lifestyle changes. Number four, stress management, chronic stress and cholesterol. High levels of stress can increase the inflammation and affect the cholesterol levels. So, regular stress can also encourage unhealthy eating habits. Like, you start eating because you're stressed out and become comfort foods, which can exacerbate high cholesterol. Now, relaxation techniques, practices such as yoga, deep breathing exercise, meditation, or mindfulness can help manage stress and support overall heart health. And adequate sleep, of course, poor sleep can negatively impact cholesterol and other cardiovascular risk factors. So aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, not rest, sleep. And of course, it goes back to talk about quit smoking. That's the holistic approach. Smoking lowered your HDL cholesterol and damage your blood vessel, making it easier for plaque to form. So quitting smoking can improve the HDL levels and reduce your risk of heart disease. Of course, limit your alcohol consumption. It talks about that again. Um, Herbal and natural supplements with guidance. Plants, sterols, and stanols. These are compounds found in certain plants that can help block the absorption of cholesterol. So they are often added to margarine and juices. Niacin, a B vitamin, may help lower your LDL cholesterol and raise your HDL cholesterol, but should only be used under the guidance of a healthcare provider. Red yeast rice. This supplement contains a natural statin like compound and may help lower cholesterol. Again, it's important to consult with your doctor before using it. And regular monitoring and healthcare guidance, regular checkups, regular blood tests are the key to monitor cholesterol levels and access overall cardiovascular risk. So, keeping track of cholesterol levels can help you and your doctor make necessary adjustments to your approach. And personalized plan, work with your healthcare provider to create a personalized plan for managing cholesterol, which may include medication if lifestyle changes alone are insufficient. And to summarize, a holistic approach to managing high cholesterol integrates several lifestyle changes that target different aspects of health. The key areas include a heart healthy diet, rich in fiber, healthy fats, and omega 3s, regular exercise, weight management, stress reduction, quitting smoking, limiting your alcohol consumption. Supplements may provide additional support, but they should be used with caution and under the supervision of a healthcare provider. So, by focusing on these natural methods, individuals can improve their cholesterol level, reduce their risk of heart disease and stroke, and enhance overall well being. So it's essential to stay consistent with these healthy habits and monitor progress with regular checkups. So I thank you. So always work closely with your doctor to ensure the best approach for your individual needs. I thank each and every one of you for your listening ear. I hope this information will rest with you in a positive way where you can open your mind to making sure that you take care of your health. Because, like Dr. Derek said, no health, you don't have no health, you don't have no wealth. You won't be able to help Ashmafari and your family, or even the people that needs our help so desperately throughout this world. So I thank you again for your listening and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Dr. Derek, for this amazing platform.
Right, all right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. Really appreciate. That was awesome on cholesterol. Because listen, I, 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 I don't know anyone. Yes, if you have the money, then I guess you can pay all your doctor bills, but that's about it. You're not going to be able to enjoy yourself really, right? Laying up in hospital 2, 3 times a week, and all of that is just you are not wealthy. You might be rich, you might have a lot of money, but wealth is not just about having money. Wealth is a holistic thing, which includes a lot of things. All right, and so wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline. One. All right. I know that Queen First Lady Dr. Benny would like to make a comment. Go ahead, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny.
Oh, thank you so much, King Dr. Derek, for giving me this opportunity. Before I say a word to my queen, I just want to thank God for bringing all of us this evening. I know a lot of people went to work and people are still going to work or coming back, but I just want to let you guys know that at least the Lord was with you guys. I mean, because He woke me up this morning and we are back here this evening. I want to thank Him for also sending Mr. Ash Mufara to all of us. And when you guys have time, create time just to pray and thank God. We just want God to protect our CEO and his entire family, as well as the newest tech team. For them to, since we know that they are working behind the scene, to make sure that pretty soon you and I will be smiling. You guys know that my name is Smile with DrBenny, right? All of us will be smiling, just like me, because Mr. Ash is coming soon. Jacqueline Warner, I would say astonishing mindset. Thank you so much. I mean, every week you bring different topics. I just feel sorry for those people who are not attending or to come and listen to you. This is the reason why you're bringing all this topic about health, is because you're preparing us so that when we start making the money, we are going to take good care of our health. Thank you so much. And this cholesterol is very important. I hope you guys were listening, right? I am not going to talk too much about this cholesterol, but I found out that your liver makes all the cholesterol you need. I did not know that. And the remainder of the cholesterol in your body comes from food, from animals as well. And an example is what? As you said, poultry, dairy products, and meat. But I don't have to eat too much meat because I do, sometimes, let me say it, King Dr. Derry, I noticed that, well, as I heard once, that eating too much meat, like it takes 24 to 48 hours for meat to digest into your system. So, as for me, I don't buy meat to me because it's expensive. I don't buy it. I know I don't eat, I just eat my fish. But I want to appreciate you, Queen. And I hope you guys are listening. It is very important for us to listen and digest. Are those who are listening out there on YouTube, are you guys listening to me? Right. Thank you so much, Queen JW. We love you so much. There is no one like you, man. Thank you. Thank you, King Derek, for giving me the opportunity to voice out my opinion.
Mercy. I tell you, too many gadgets. Do apologize. Thank you very much, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. Really appreciate. Moving right along, now we are now going to deep dive into another presentation. And this presentation, awesome, awesome gentleman. Um, entrepreneur in his own field, entrepreneur in his right, most definitely. This wonderful young man, he's board approved with the NCBTMB. Oh my goodness, that alone is so many letters. I didn't know the alphabet had so many letters just for one person. All right, and that's the National Certification Board for Therapeutic Massage and Body. Mercy. Continuing education provider in massage therapy and a clinical massage therapist licensed in New York and Connecticut. But I tell you, this young man is all over the globe. He's in the Caribbean, Jamaica, Barbados, all over the place. All right, a creator, author, and copyright claimant of muscle fiber methodology, another methodology designed to rehabilitate and relax muscles, and most importantly, prevent muscle imbalances within your body, our body, everybody body. That is what he provides. And so today, this evening, tonight, this morning, whatever it is in your neck of the woods, he's going to be looking at muscle imbalance of the body. Muscle imbalance of the body. And so I now turn it over to our wonderful presenter, none other than King Andrew M Frankson. Over to you.
Morning, good evening, good afternoon, one and all. So, yes, my name is Andrew Frankson. I created and designed a new massage technique, new set of methods in how to manipulate muscles to correct muscle imbalances without pain. I've designed some simple stretching, passive stretching techniques that, when used effectively, can also be used to correct muscle imbalances within the body. Now, one of the things that I like to push for mostly is prevention. So we all develop muscle imbalances. Every one of us have something going on. And one of the main reasons is because we have a dominant side. In other words, if you are right-handed, you're going to be leaning to your left side to free up the right side naturally. So as a right-hander, you're going to be elevating your right shoulder and your right hip to support your dominant side. So you naturally lean to the left, shortening muscles in the low back, shoulder, and then compressing everything from hip down on the left side. So a lot of these imbalances, most of them come from our dominant side. And over a period of time, we tend to create certain problems in our bodies. I'm talking like back pain, hamstring issues, bad posture, forward head posture, rounded shoulder, tight psoas, tight QLs. Everything would just be tight. And one of the reasons why we're all tight is because a lot of us don't stretch. And if we do, we don't stretch effectively. Now, when it comes to the stretching aspect of things, which I teach passive stretching workshops, we have to listen to our bodies. A lot of time, well, we grew up on the premise that if it doesn't burn, it's not good. You're not getting a good stretch or your workout wasn't good. But with a lot of information out there now, each muscle has two sensory organs. And one of them that governs the stretching aspect of things is called the muscle spindle. Now, when you stretch a muscle too far and you start to get that burn, the muscle spindle sends message to the brain that the muscle is being stretched too far. So the brain tells the muscle to contract. And that is when you start feeling the burn. So you're no longer stretching the muscle when you're feeling the burn. You're actually contracting the muscle. You're going against the body trying to protect itself. So when you actually stretch yourself, you want to stop at what we call the end feel. And the end feel is not simply where your body stops you. It's a subtle feeling. And once you get the end feel, you're going to feel the change in the stretch. Once you get to end feel, you stop. Hold it for a couple seconds, 10, 20 seconds, and let it go. But once you pass end feel, you're now proceed into a different aspect of the stretching, which leads now to a contraction of the muscle. But we tend to push it, and this is where we tear muscles and tear tendons, tear ligaments, all because of not being educated enough about how our body works. The other aspect of the nerves and the muscle is the Golgi tendon organ. So when we're working out and all of a sudden you feel weak, you're not actually weak. The body is protecting itself again. So what happens is that when you shorten a muscle too much, the nerve sends message to the brain, there's a problem going on, muscle is too short, and the brain tells that muscle to relax. So we haven't gotten weak or you haven't gotten weaker. It's just that the brain is protecting the body by shutting down the muscle. Most of the time, we tend to go and push it to make it stronger. When what you actually need is the muscles to be stretched and manipulated. So this is where you visit your local massage therapist, your local stretch labs, whatever, and get your muscles stretched. You can stretch yourself also. It's more of an active stretch. So with an active stretch, you shorten one set of muscle to lengthen another. So you have to be mindful about active stretching also. But if that is all you have, you need to stretch. The muscles need it to stay healthy. Now, a lot of imbalances in our bodies can either be caused by trauma, and most of the time, it's just simple holding patterns that we develop over time. So because we're a dominant side, we're going back to the right side, since a lot of us is mostly right-handed. If we're sitting at our computers or anywhere, we're going to be leaning to one side more than another because we're leaning to the left to utilize the right more effectively. Now, over a period of time, because we're elevating the hip, we tend to shorten our muscle in the back called the QL, quadratus lumbar, the quadratus muscle. So once that muscle shortens because of the elevation of the hip, any sudden move in the body can activate the back pain. Sleeping bad, sudden turn, and you can get a spasm in the muscle, shuts you down. Right-handed, elevated shoulder, we have muscles in the neck that are going to be constantly elevated, and eventually they will spasm, causing pain in the neck, shoulder. And when muscles spasm or muscles are short, they're going to pull on any attachment that they're attached to. So if the muscles in your shoulder are tight, and some of these muscles are attached to your cervical spine, it can actually pull that vertebrae out of place, causing compression of the nerve on one side, and the possibility exists that you can develop bulging on the other side. So we have to be mindful that we lengthen and try and prevent these things from happening. How we sit. We all sit with our legs apart for balance. Now, the muscles that keep our legs in this position is called lateral rotation. The muscles that actually do that is the muscles of the butt, deep butt muscles on the lateral side of the leg, going down to the ankle. So we constantly sitting in this position, we're going to create problem in our hamstrings, mainly the biceps femoris, which is the most lateral hamstring muscle. And once that starts happening, especially with athletes who maybe like driving, get up and then they go back and do a workout, they tend to develop hamstring issues. And one of those things that lead up to those hamstring issues is how we naturally use our bodies. So we still need to be mindful of how we use our bodies constantly. It's hard to sit like this all the time to try and counter because the stretching muscles on the outside, which causes lateral rotation, To stretch a muscle, you do the opposite, which is medial rotation. And sitting like this is going to stretch over 15 muscles from your hip to your ankle, just sitting like this. Now, the problem with this is that we are now using our adductors to create the action. So we are now tightening everything here to lengthen here, which is, we all know that's an active stretch. So that problem gave me an idea. With that constant use of our bodies when sitting, if we do that stretch, we create other problems. So I actually invented a device, a simple device that holds you into medial rotation without you utilizing the muscles of your inner thigh. And that device is called a LAD. But we'll get back to LAD pretty soon, and I'll actually show you what it is and demonstrate how it's used. Simple thing, 3 pieces of plastic. Okay, so going back to stretching, we need to lengthen the muscles. We need to lengthen the muscle belly. If the muscles are short, they also create problems where the muscle attaches to the bone, which is the tendon that attaches muscle to bone. So a lot of time you hear about tendonitis, problem with tendon. It normally starts with the muscle belly. Once you lengthen the muscle, most of the time, the problem in the tendon goes away. So lengthening, stretching is very important in protecting our body from a lot of muscle imbalances. Short muscles are a problem to us. We need to utilize our stretching, passive, active, whatever. There's certain stretches where, you know what, let me break it down. Active stretch is when you do the stretch yourself. A passive stretch is when someone or something does the stretch for you. So a lot of us get stretched, like athletes that be stretched out on a table by either a coach, trainer, or whatever. But sometimes these passive stretches can turn into active stretch when the person getting the stretch is asked to participate in that stretch. We're talking about resistive stretch, any stretch where the person got in the stretch have to actively take part in the stretch. It's no longer a passive stretch. It's an active stretch. And people are going to argue with me with that one, but we can look at the facts and we can break it down. But in my opinion, passive stretch should just be when something or someone is doing that stretch for you. Okay, so short muscles, as we know, pulls on tendons. Once it pulls on the tendon, it impacts joints. A lot of knee issues are caused by tight quads, hamstrings, and calf muscles. What happens is that the calf muscle crosses the knee and attached to femur, and the hamstrings and quads cross the knee and attached to the tibia. Now, when the muscles get tight, they actually pull those bones together, reducing the space in the knee, creating friction, and this is where ligaments get torn because of constant friction on the ligaments. So most of the time, your neighborhood massage therapist, all they will have to do is manipulate the muscles above and below the knee to create back the space and give you relief. So a lot of these aches and pains that we have can be started out just by a simple manipulation or some passive stretching. So my theory is that short muscles create a lot of problems or muscle imbalances in our bodies. So stretching, important, getting your regular muscles manipulated. And why I use the term manipulated is that when a lot of people hear the word massage, they think rub down. And most massage therapists, if not all, who are licensed are professionals. We do not rub down people. And I try to stay away from that stigma. Worse as a man, I try to stay away from it. So with my methods, before I show you what that is, the methods that I created, I actually train massage therapists how to sit and manipulate the entire body. Sit and work on a rolling stool. Reason being is that when they stand and work with a lot of compression, which pushes pressure on the hand, which elevates the shoulder, causing height of shoulder, which shorten the muscles in the neck and back, and all kind of problems. And that forced a lot of them to start using forearms and elbows. In my methods, I do not use forearms or elbows at any time. I replace muscle strength with body weight. So with every movement, it's all body weight. The hand positions are different. But now we're spreading the fibers of the muscle. And when I say spread the fibers of the muscle, when muscles are tight, the fibers tend to stick together. Now in every muscle, each muscle does more than one action. Depending on how you use your body, certain fibers within a muscle will be tighter than other fibers within the same muscle. So with muscle fiber methodology, I target the muscle fibers and manipulate them according to the actions of the muscle. With that type of manipulation, the muscles relax much quicker. No pain. I don't believe in pain. I don't believe in any work that causes pain. Everything that I do, pain-free, and before you get off the table, you should feel the difference. I should see the difference in anything that I should be working on. And that is why I travel and teach muscle fiber methodology. I am board certified to teach 6 continuing education workshops. Passive stretching and muscle fiber methodology is the precursor to what we have the other 3 classes, which are advanced classes, where we look at diagnoses and how to use the basic technique to correct these diagnoses. So it works. Muscle fiber methodology works, and the passive stretching works. Now this device is called LAD, lower lateral alignment device, which means it stretches muscles on the outer parts of the leg from your hip down to your ankle. Every muscle that does lateral rotation. Comes with a base, and it comes with 2 footrests, one for the right foot, one for the left foot. Each footrest can be moved at 4 different angles depending on the amount of stretch that you require. Now, most people, I start them at number 1 because we're very tight. Now, if you lay down on your bed and you see your feet fall to the side, there's nothing natural about it. It means that everything on the outside of your leg is too tight. So you want to try and get your foot up to more of a neutral position It won't be straight up, but because of gravity, but it shouldn't be all the way over. So using that, depending on the amount of stretch you want, it was designed for you to use it when sitting down. So if you sit at your desk on a regular basis or on your sofa, you can use that to stretch all of these muscles. That also helps to correct your posture, because it forces you into proper alignment when using it. You cannot slouch when using it. That helps to realign your pelvis because it forces you into proper alignment. The simple device, 3 pieces of plastic. So you put the base on the ground, you put the footrest on the desired stretch that you're looking for. I'm going to put on number 2. And all you do from here is just align your foot to the outside of the footrest, and it naturally encourages your knees into medial rotation. And it holds you there and it stretches everything on the outside here without you using these muscles to create the action. It's that simple. I recommend 10 to 15 minutes max when using it, depending on how tight you are. Some people, after a few minutes, they're going to be feeling the burn. And all you do is just take your foot off it and rest. Just a simple device stretches over 15 muscles on the lateral side of the leg. Now, this device is sold on my website. I got the patent for it April of last year. And this year I want to go into the marketing and selling of the simple device that will stretch 17 muscles from hip to ankle. It's going to encourage you into proper alignment and realign your pelvis just by using it. It comes in a bag, you can take it anywhere with you. It's less than a pound, very light, hard plastic, doesn't break. It should last you for a lifetime. So that is GLAD and what it does, muscle fiber methodology, about correcting imbalances, preventing imbalances, passive stretching, doing the same thing. So that is me in a nutshell, and what I do with muscle imbalances of the body and how we go about to correcting it. Dr. Lee?
All right,
Right.
all right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very, very much. Really, really appreciate it, King Andrew. Thank you very much for that wonderful, awesome presentation. And now we're going to turn it over to Queen First Lady Dr. Benny for the question and discussion. Over to you, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny.
Thank you so much. King Andrew, I want to appreciate you coming here this evening, and we pray that you come back again, because when it comes to this muscles or this imbalance, we all need it. We need you to come back so that we can learn more from you, and hopefully we need some massage. All right, to my brothers and sisters, if you have any question, please, you can type it or you can just raise your hands electronically and ask your questions. Thank you so much. Are you guys excited about this presentation? Any comments? Come on now. I'm waiting. In JW, I believe you want to unmute yourself or something. Oh, Queen Dr. T, proceed, please.
Right. Yes. Did he give the website? I look in the chat. Did he give us the website on how to get this item, or is there a phone number to call? Did he give us that information? I didn't see it.
No, not yet.
Okay. Now I'd like to get that information before we get off, please. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Derek. Thank you very much, Dr. Derek.
Thank you so much, Queen Dr. T. Queen JW, proceed, please.
I just want to say that was an amazing presentation, and thanks for enlightening us on, at least let us know how that we are on balance if we never knew that we were on balance. So thanks for all that that important information, because it help us to realize how much we need to get exercise or massage when we can. And thanks for your amazing gadget that you made, that you invented to help us to manipulate at least 15 to 17 muscles just by sitting in that position using the lat. I think you said the lat. So thank you so much. We appreciate you and look forward to hearing more.
You know, the way King Andrew, do you guys just watch the way he's sitting? This man knows his stuff. Oh, look at him. Thank you so much, sir. I mean, I know you have been doing it for quite some time, just sitting right there. Ah, Papa God. Queen Miriam, proceed, please. Unmute yourself, please. Unmute. Perfect.
Yeah, I could not find how to unmute. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
A wonderful presentation, Queen Warner, and about cholesterol. Thank you for the awareness. And wonderful presentation, King Andrew. Now, I can tell you, Andrew's work has been tested for many years. On Monday, we had him on our program, and he was there sharing how he uses his muscle fiber methodology. And there was a lady there. She flew all the way from Jamaica to get her that her tendon, her hand back into motion. Right on my show, her hand was feeling much better because she was diagnosed with what you may call it, this problem with her hand. What he says is what he does, and we have seen him in motion. I am just waiting to get that machine so that my leg can be aligned again. But he is I would say the proof is in the pudding. On Monday, one of his clients were there and he was showing how his methodology actually works. Thank you, Andrew. And he definitely will come back to share more.
Hmm, 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 hmm. Well, well, well. Thank you so much, Queen Miriam, for your love, making us to understand that he came to your show. I mean, people, you have to brag because you know your stuff. I mean, come on now. King Mr. Andrew, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Yes, sir. And hopefully you come back. Sometimes we do, yeah, we really need a massage just to, sometimes we have like some pain on my scapula, right?
Mhm.
Scapula here.
Yeah.
And then you have the large muscles, then the tendon. I think I need some massage, but I need to find out how much it costs. After on passive start giving me some dollars, then hopefully every week you'll be doing massage because
And
I'll need that.
if you're going to go weekly, try and get a package from the therapist who you're going to be working with.
Where do you live, sir?
I live Poughkeepsie, New York.
Are you kidding me? Gee. So I have to come to New York?
Florida.
Anyway, when I start making the money from with passive, I think it will not be any problem for me to spend the dollars to come over there. Thank you.
No problem, anytime.
Yes, sir. Does anyone have anything else, please? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Queen Miriam said, okay, great. Thank you, Queen Miriam. Sorry, I'm really appreciating you for coming. They say, amazing presentation, King Andrew. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I know that you'll be back next week. Come back again to straighten my muscles. I need it. Thank you so much, King Dr. Derek. We appreciate you for bringing King Andrew here, and hopefully we'll see him next week. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, Doc.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you very much. Really appreciate. It seems as if everyone got the presentation. And as I said, the website is right there in the flyer or on the flyer that you use to click and come on this webinar, somewhere to the more to the top of the flyer, and it's also in the description for those on YouTube. All right, and so therefore, seeing that there's no questions or any more discussions, before we, is there anything else, whether on YouTube chat or the chat room here on Zoom? Go ahead, First Lady.
Yes, uh, King Andrew, you make us to understand that you said most massage therapists, they are not professionals. It means that they did not go to school, right?
No, I didn't say that. I said most massage therapists are professionals and should not. A lot of people tend to consider massage as a rub down, something more sexual than anything else. And it's a profession that doesn't get the respect that it should get because of that, how people look at it. So I would want to change how people look at massage on a whole, because massage is a lot. Once the therapist knows the body and muscles, and you might come to a therapist and say, well, my neck hurts. But then the therapist can assess you and say, well, your neck hurts me because of your elevated hip, whatever. And with certain questions, you might all of a sudden remember that you stubbed your toe 20 years ago. And that stub toe would have created, forced you to have a holding pattern while that toe is healing. But even after the toe has healed, you'll still be in that holding pattern, protecting that side after the toe has healed. So over a period of time, those shortened muscles will create problems in the body. So good therapists can say, well, there's pain in your shoulder, but it could be coming from here. I will look at your shoulder. Yes, but we need to correct this. And then they'll be able to create a treatment pattern, a treatment plan for you right there discuss it with you, and then apply it accordingly. So, licensed massage therapists, they are professionals, they know what they're doing. People should trust them most of the time. Or it's all the time when you go to your therapist, they're there to help. Just give them the opportunity to do that. I also want to train them in my methods in how to correct these imbalances. So I work closely with a lot of them with the continuing education that I offer.
If I may ask, do you have um a certain way, or do you have like a liquid that you use to perform the massage? Let me say on my scapula, you have that liquid that it will not make me to cry. You just massage like this.
Yeah, well, there's no liquid. It's how you apply your technique. So with your scapula has a number of muscles attached to it. Now, depending on what is going on, maybe your pec, how you use your body, can be causing the scapula to be realigned in a different position. So if you're right-handed, your right shoulder is going to always be forward and your left shoulder is going to be back. So the scapula on the left side is going to be shortened, pulling closer to the spine, and the scapula on your right is going to be pulled away from the spine, and that creates an imbalance. So you target the muscles according to how the position of the scapula or even the shape of your back. And you can move your arm in different position to target different fibers within all those muscles attached to the scapula.
Wow.
So there's no special oil or whatever. It's just knowing the body and how to manipulate the muscles accordingly.
So I remember when I was running, right? Well, maybe at my age, I was running, and then I started feeling pain. I believe maybe because it was my age, and the doctor refused to give me medicine.
Mm-hmm. Smart doctor.
She's a good doctor.
Yes. Yes. It has nothing to do with age. It's how you use the body. So the pain was in your shoulder,
My leg,
your leg,
my left leg.
left leg,
Yes, please.
and you're right-handed.
I'm right-handed. Yeah.
So you're constantly leaning to the left leg, putting pressure on the left side when you're standing or sitting. And the muscles on the left side are going to be shorter than the right. So if you get up and go running without even trying to elongate the muscles from light stretches before you start running, all you're doing when running is shortening the muscles more. And what you got was a spasm.
Oh, that's why she refused to give me the medicine.
Yes, because there you need your muscles to be stretched and lengthened and manipulated, not pain to block the pain signals, not pills to block the pain signals. Because most pills, what they actually do is block the pain signals to the brain, but you still have the problem. And some of us, when we take pills and we don't feel the pain, we keep on doing the same thing that created the pain in the first place because we're not feeling the pain. So we're actually making things worse.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Queen Violet, could you please proceed with your question?
Yeah. I was hit by a car when I was 14. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it still bothers my lower back. Well, I went to the chiropractor, and my x-rays, what happened was in those days, I'm 71 now. In those days, people didn't go to the chiropractor as readily as they do now. So my lower back did not get set.
Mm.
So um, the Oh, I hate it when I can't remember names. The white stuff.
White
The
stuff, tendons.
no. Um, it solidified everything the way it was. So
Oh,
now,
scar tissue.
so now, even if I go to the chiropractor, he can't um, undo it because it's all um, hard. I've seen the X-rays. I fell one time and I had to go to the hospital in an ambulance, and they did X-rays, and I actually looked at them. And so, yeah, everything's all solid at my
So it's a situation like that. Um, your therapist will massage therapist will still be able to assist you because of the position of what you, where your hip is now. Some muscles are going to be short on one side, depending on if you have an anterior tilt or a posterior tilt, or most of us right side. You're also again, if you're right-handed, your right hip is going to be up, back, creating an anterior tilt, and the left hip is going to be forward, creating a posterior tilt, creating a twist in the hip. So if because of accident you have the rotation of the hip, then it's going to be impacting the deep muscles in your back, which can be assisted by some passive stretching and some gentle manipulation.
okay, because the chiropractor suggested a massage therapist, and the only catch is he's $110 for an hour, and then you're not in there for an hour. You're only in there for 50 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So
Therapist has their own. The chiropractor was right because chiropractors they realign fine accordingly, but most of the time it's muscles that actually move the vertebrae out of place.
exactly, and he has a thump. Has a thumper. Do you know what a thumper is?
I know the thumper, and it does rapid compression,
Yeah,
but
and
it doesn't actually manipulate the muscles. It's just a temporary relief. It doesn't correct the muscle, lengthen it, or spread the fibers. You want the muscles to be manipulated. You want the fibers to be spread.
well, after he uses the thumper, he definitely manipulates it, and so yeah, he's got me in all kinds of contortions.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know those contortions, but he's right about the massage therapist because you need to loosen the muscles that is actually pulling the bones out of place, or have pulled your bones out of the place because of the accident that you were in.
Okay, okay. Yeah, somebody's got to talk to Mr. Mufara and tell him to hurry up because I need the money. Anyway, thank you very much. A
No
great
problem.
presentation. Have yourself a great day. God bless you.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Thank you so much, Queen Violet, for your question. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for your support. I will hand it back to King Dr. Derek.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. Thank you for being the host with the most. That's no joke. And thank you, all our kings and queens. Before we go, well, just going to ask, first of all, Queen Jacqueline Warner to give her final comments.
Thank you so much, Dr. Derrick, again, for allowing me to speak on our platform. Thanks to all the brand ambassadors slash affiliates. And I just want to end by saying, folk, make sure you do the things that will help you to keep our cholesterol in check, including myself. You know, read your labels. You already know that the body makes cholesterol on its own, but it's the added cholesterol that we put in our body by the foods that we eat, the red meats. We don't get enough exercise, we're not getting enough sleep. All of these are addition to helping the HDL, your cholesterol, to be high. But if we do some of those things that we need to do, that we should do naturally, that would eliminate a lot of the things, health conditions that we can face. Heart disease is nothing easy. People are dying every day, you know, from heart attacks. They go to the bathroom and they never come back out, or they go to sleep and they never get up. And when you find out they either cholesterol or they had hypertension, something that took them out. I always say I want to be called home and not go home. So let's take heed when it comes to our health. If we want to live anyway, if we want longevity, if we want to enjoy the fruits of our labor, let's take care of our health, because without health, there is no wealth. You won't be able to enjoy it if you're sick. And even if you have money, most of your money will be spent for your medical upkeep, your medication, back and forth to the doctor. And when no money is coming in and it's only going out, there's no way you're going to stay in that same standard. So take your health really serious. Let's take our health really serious and do the things that will benefit us. In the long run, we will be overcomers. We will be conquerors. So let's just focus on the things that we need to do and take care of our health. Cholesterol is almost like a little silent killer, like hypertension. Because you don't have really symptoms. They're not out there like you see a lump and say, "Oh my God, my cholesterol is high." No, you don't. It doesn't work that way. It's the hardening of the arteries and of the walls of the cells and the narrowing that takes place that cause the problem. So let's be mindful when we go in that supermarket to buy things. Look at the cholesterol. Remember, your body already has it. The kidney produces it, like Queen DrBenny noted. Okay, and the kidney know how to handle it. But if you have excess, that's where the problem comes in. So let's be mindful, and let's do the things necessary to enhance our longevity on this earth. Okay, thank you so much again, and enjoy the rest of the webinar.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. Really
Thank you,
appreciate,
thank
really
you.
appreciate. Thank you very much for that um, presentation and the wrapping up of your presentation. And okay, over to you also, King Andrew Frankson, for your final comment.
Okay, they have a saying that you should listen to your body when it whispers before you hear it screams. In other words, a lot of us we tend to feel a little pinch here or pinch there in our body, a little ache here, ache there, but because it doesn't stop us in our tracks, we keep moving. That is when the body is whispering. The next time you're going to get a massive spasm, and that is a scream. Spasms are bad, but they're good in some sense because it tells you what's going on in the body. But listen to your body. Any simple thing, do not take it for granted. Simple ache or pain there, check it out. You might be overworking a muscle. A lot of time to change all of that, all you have to do is just change how you use your body. If you sit constantly to work, stand and work. Or you get up, you walk around for a minute or two, shake your hip, do any form of rotation. And the funny thing when I said rotation, the body is designed to do three main actions: flexion, extension, which is walking, running, sitting, standing, bending, all those flexion and extension. And the third one is rotation. Most people do not rotate. Simple just taking your arm around in a circle, rotating at the shoulder, stretches the pecs, rotates the scapula, and loosens up a lot of muscle just by doing that. Simple rotation while sitting down. That stretches your pecs. Rotates the scapula, loosening up the back muscles in the upper back. Simple doing that rotation. If you're sitting a lot, just lengthen your foot, put it on the heel, and make circles with the foot, small circles. Rotation of the foot at the ankle encourages the calf muscles to relax. Small, simple circles. Rotation of the hip. Pretend as if you have a hula hoop on your hip and rotate in both directions. 10 to 20 in one direction, 10 to 20 in the other. What that actually does is forces your pelvic bones to move and loosening the muscles that are attached to it just by simple rotation. So just adding those simple movements to your everyday routine can protect you from a lot of muscle imbalances of the body. So use it or lose it. Another saying, right? Use it or lose it. Remember, muscles are designed to do a number of actions. So if you don't use the muscles effectively, then certain fibers within the muscle is not going to work the way it should. And it has nothing to do with age. Use it or lose it. I always hear this age thing, oh, I'm old, I'm this. No. I never accept that. It has nothing to do with age. Use it, use it, use it. Okay, so we can prevent a lot of imbalances, or we can protect ourselves from major spasms that will send us to the hospital, that will lay us up in bed for days, hours. So let's use the body effectively. Use it, use it. You'll go and do your regular walks, flexion and extension. But when you're done walking, rotate your hips. Yeah, rotate your head. You can turn your head to one side and take your nose up to the ceiling or to the sky. It stretches the muscle at the front and at the back. You can take your nose down to your armpit. It stretches the muscle at the back of the neck. And you do it on both sides. Nose to armpit, then nose to ceiling, same angle. And that lengthens the muscles in the neck. There's some simple stretches, subtle stretch that you can do on your own. But major part, add rotation to your movements. Yes, Dr. D, I see you rotating. That's how we do it. You gotta do it. You only have one body. Most of the time, the spare parts don't work. Or if they do, they are limited in certain movements. So take care of what you have. Use it, don't lose it. And thanks for having me.
Wonderful, wonderful. This was awesome. Thank you very much, King Andrew Frankson. Really, really appreciate. Listen, Queen Violet, you need to start doing those hip rotations. That will help big time. You see, that is a problem we are having, you know. We go to the gym and we spend 2 hours, and we do that for a couple of days, and then for the rest of the month we don't do it anymore. Or we do that for January, maybe into February, and then for the rest of the year, busy, tired, you know, and we're squeaking all over the place.
I have a
And we
question.
try our very
When's
best.
the,
So coming to your Queen Violet, coming to your Queen
sorry,
Violet. Just give me a few. And it, as King Andrew says, just a little every day. You see, we depend upon doctors and
no, I don't.
depend upon the medical team in order to try to correct us. But if we just do 10, 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, you don't have to drive half hour to a gym, spend 2 hours at the gym, drive another half hour, come home. You know, that is 4 hours, 5 hours of your day just gone. 15, 20 minutes right there at your bedside, preferably outside where you can get that good oxygen, and it will do you a whole lot of good. Thank you very much, King Andrew. Over to you, Queen Violet. Go ahead.
When is the best time to do all this? And you were saying go outside right now. Right now we have snow up to your knees at least. So when is when's the best time?
So the best time is your time. Just make the time.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
No problem.
I couldn't have said it better. You see, when you have to
Oh, I have
skip,
something to read, please. Is it okay?
yes, give me a little minute there again, First Lady.
Uh, okay,
You
I'll
see,
wait.
our problem is that we think that this is the time, and so it's after work or before you go on the job, or you know, in the morning when it's nice and cool, or you know, because it's snowing for some persons, then you know, it you see why I am saying to go outside. Yes, I know you are up there in Canada, Queen Violet, and so outside will be not a good place. But the fresh air, so if you can stand in front of a window and open the window, because the best air is that fresh air, not the air conditioned air. All right, so that's all I'm saying. So however you can get it done, the best way is, you know, or near to the best way. The best way is outside, good fresh air, or open a window, open a door. Some people have screening patios and those kind of thing, you know. So, you know, just your time is the best time. Whenever you have the little time, 15, 20 minutes, that's the best time. Not right after you eat, really and truly, not immediately after you eat a big meal. No, that would not be a good time. All right. But any time that is convenient to you is the best time. All right. Over to you, Queen Dr. Benny.
All right. I have a student here, Ribena. She said, he or she, I am a student of Mr. Frankson. He has enlightened me more about just being a massage therapist. And Ribena, we have a body. We have a body and does not take care of it. And what MFM does is let you look deeper into why you have a body and how to take good care of it and correct the imbalance which are created by either accident, injury, or surgery. Queen Nancy stated, King Andrew, awesome presentation. First, I would like to say thank you to Mr. Ash Mufere for giving this unpassive family and tell me where else can we get this content for free? Only Deep Dive. King Dr. Derek, you are a blessing for us for giving us this platform where we come to educate ourselves. Hopefully, we get something good for this amazing topic. Thank you, sir, for sharing. Then, our one and only Queen Kanla, she stated, Wow, King Sir Andrew, your presentation is blowing, very educative and healing to body and soul. Thank you so much. Brilliant, brilliant, awesome presentation. Great professional. Thank you so much, King Andrew. Thank you, King Dr. Derek, for this platform, stated by Queen Kanla. Your guest tonight, he is really great and excellent at this. Remember, just looking at his posture, he is. Kanla, you are 100% correct. Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Benny, Queen JW, and all these leaders for this wonderful work do running the website every week. I appreciate your love. Thank you so much, Queen Kamla. We love you too. Proceed, Dr. Derek.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much, all our viewers, whether live here on the webinar or over there on the YouTube social media platform. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And we just want to thank everyone for coming out today and making it deep dive, globally changing lives, because that's what we aim to do globally, not just in the US or in the Caribbean, no, but everywhere, right? Globally, because people are everywhere. Everywhere people have back pain. Everywhere people have high cholesterol. Everywhere people have problems with their health. Everywhere, And so globally, we want to help persons to minimize, especially on the proper of everything, to bring that to the forefront instead of looking at things from a negative point of view. We need to look at it from the positive point of view. The glass is half full and not half empty. All right, stop beating on ourselves, elevate ourselves, because we are created by a loving God, we believe. And so, whether you believe that you come from somewhere else, that's all right. That is up to you also. But you are here. You are alive with the one body that you got. There's no spare body put down somewhere that you can, access in your closet or in the backyard or in your garage. I don't know. If you have a spare body, fine, up to you. But I only have one, and I got to take care of it. And so, therefore, we hope that this week and every week that you join us on Deep Dive, you learn something. We thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner, for your presentation. And definitely, we thank you, King Andrew Frankson. Really appreciate it. A wonderful man, wonderful young man. And remember, please to visit his website. As I said, it is on the flyer. So from once you are here on Zoom, you must got the flyer from somewhere. So just look at the flyer, his 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 website, and his phone number because he offer courses. Tell us a little about the courses that you offer, uh, King Andrew. Please tell us a little about the courses you offer.
Currently, I offer passive stretching, muscle fiber methodology, passive stretching workshop. I have, and that is a 6 hour 1 day course. Then there's a 2 day course, which is a muscle fiber methodology, where we go into showing you how to do the methods to manipulate the muscles of the body. And that's a 2 day workshop. I'm currently working on another workshop, putting it together, which I'm approved to teach. It's the seated hot stone therapy, where you get a hot stone massage, fully dressed, sitting on a massage chair.
Mm.
So there are certain things that come with it that the participant will get at the workshop, which I'm trying to find a manufacturer now to mass produce a vet that goes with it. So as soon as I get that done, I'll be offering that. Hopefully before the year is done, I want to offer that workshop. The other three workshops, as I said, they are the advanced of is the advanced workshops. We look at the neck and arm, upper body, and lower body. And in these workshops, now we go into the different diagnoses and how to use passive stretching to help so the body to correct an imbalance, or how to use the manipulation aspect, or combining both depending on the client's requirement. So it's a lot of detail into the advanced classes because of looking at each imbalance, how it impacts the body. Some diagnoses we can't do nothing about, but we can help the client to prevent other muscle imbalances from happening on other parts of the body. So if somebody has torn ligament in the knee, massage cannot help that. But if they have a torn ligament in the left knee, they're going to be elevating the left hip, elevating the left shoulder to take the weight off of that left side. So if that person is the right hander and they have a torn ligament on the left side, they're going to have an elevated right shoulder on the right side, elevated left hip, which can possibly lead to scoliosis. So this is where we look at the body in depth and we create treatment patterns to prevent these muscle imbalances from happening. And if they're already there, how to try and help the client to correct that imbalance, which can be muscular. Once it's muscular, we can assist.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, King Andrew. And remember, all of these workshops is itemized on his website, right? Correct?
Yes. So currently, there's a website advertised for Barbados, and that should be for next weekend. There are other workshops that are going to be added to the website throughout the year, and I'll advertise those on all the mediums, the Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat, X, advertise on all of them. So there's always something going on. I do sell the website. I will be selling student manuals for the sciences because there's a lot of massage therapists who need to go more in depth in the sciences that they learn from school. They need to go further in it, and there are student manuals that are going to be offered downloadable from the on the website for them to continue their education.
And so please pay close attention to his website because that's where everything is being itemized. The website has all of his links, LinkedIn, this, that, everything is there. So pay close attention, please. Save it on your bookmark so that you can click and get right there by one click. All right. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. King Andrew, really appreciate you joining us here on Deep Dive Globally Changing Lives. All right. So, work and no play makes Jill and Jack dull. And so, for those on the webinar, presently here on this platform. Unfortunately, we cannot include the persons on YouTube at this time. We will be now transitioning into our after party where we can do a little jig and get those bones moving. All right. And so to take care of that is our own one and only Queen Dr. Nadu. That's our wonderful DJ that has been spicing up the after party for the past year thereabout. So thank you very much, Queen Dr. Nadu, the awesome DJ on the scene. And so thank you all very much for joining us. Really appreciate it on this another deep dive globally changing lives. And so moving right into the weekend, we know that each and every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the twin Yvonne, that is Queen Dr. Yvonne, and of course, Queen Yvonne Finn, that, deals with a lot of children, the children aspect of humanity. All right, so join them 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sunday, it's Team, the Dream Team at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be in another session on the Dream Team. And then, of course, come Monday, 7 p.m. Monday, 7 p.m. And every Monday at 7 p.m., it's none other than our own wonderful Queen Miriam Edwards with Mindset Monday. And then, of course, Tuesday, again, we do it all over again. Every Tuesday and Thursday, deep dive, globally changing lives. And and especially on Tuesday, we are doing the wonderful presentation of cybersecurity because listen, all of us have one little gadget or two or three or four gadgets. And so we need to be secure and be aware of the different things that we can look out for, and that is with our First Lady, Queen Dr. Benny, none other. And of course, come Wednesday, you know that at 9 p.m., sorry, 8 p.m., we have Humanity with Julie Peer, Queen Julie Peer. And so, yes, all week, every week, we have presentations going on every day. So just join. And there's, some others, you can't exhaust the amount of webinars that is going on every single day. So thank you all very much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And you have a wonderful, safe, Catawampus weekend and do what you do best. But remember,
Happy Valentine's Day.
at you. All right. What a sin thing. All right. Most definitely. You see, February is the best month of the year, so Have mercy. Anyway, that's another discussion. Thank you all very much, especially those on the YouTube. Really appreciate you joining us. And thank you very much for your viewing. And for those who will be viewing it in the future, all right, remember all the information for this wonderful young man with manipulation, the 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 whole manipulation methodology, and and all of that. It's everything is right there, right? So please click on his website and peruse it and save it and keep it for further information coming out. Thank you all very much for joining us this today, and we really appreciate you. And so at this time, bye for the YouTube. Take care, and you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And so we turn it over to our one and only Queen Dr. Nadu with the after party.